We turn now to Representative French Hill, Republican from Arkansas and member of the House Foreign Affairs Committee. Congressman Hill, great to see you again. Thank you for your time. First off, I want to get your reaction to when you first heard about these attacks over the weekend.
Well, Tracy, thanks for having me. I thought it was a 9/11 moment for Israel. Not in 50 years have they seen this kind of horrendous, pre-planned attack by a terror group, Hamas, not since the Yom Kippur War of 1973. And, they killed more Israeli citizens in one day, the first few hours of this attack, than they did in the 50-day struggle between Hamas and Israel back in 2014. So it was horrific. And America stands firmly with our friends and our ally in Israel.
I know the House Foreign Affairs Committee issued a statement condemning Hamas for the attack on Israel. We also know the U.S. has moved military ships and an aircraft carrier and jets to the eastern Mediterranean. Talk to us about what this signals and what type of involvement the U.S. plans to play in this conflict.
Well, look, we stand at Israel's side. I believe that moving the USS Gerald Ford aircraft carrier group to the Mediterranean off Israel is smart. It's been doing maneuvers in the East Mediterranean over the last few weeks. I think that sends the right signal. Secondly, Hamas is a recognized terror group. They're backed by Iran. And Hamas and Hezbollah both receive funding from Iran. That's in open source data. We all know that. And certainly the Iranians have been very active in Syria and in Lebanon, working with Hezbollah to counter Israel. So the chance of this expanding, I think, is a real risk. And that's why I think quick, prompt, unified action by the United States and Israel are critical here. Also, the country of Qatar, the Al Thani royal family, which hosts the Hamas leadership in Qatar, they could be very influential here in calling for a cease of terror attacks on Israel by the Hamas terror group.
Yeah, one thing I want to touch on, too, as we just heard from Senator Rick Scott in the previous package, he is among those saying that the Biden administration's recent unfreezing of $6 billion for Iran may have played a role in the attack. That said, the administration has said the funds released in the hostage deal could not have been used in connection to the attacks. All this, as the Wall Street Journal reported, that Iran played a part in plotting this attack. Congressman Hill, a lot to sort out here. What more do you know?
Well, look, I think it's completely reasonable that Iran, the principal backer of Hamas, was engaged in this. So the reporting in the Wall Street Journal needs to be verified by both Israeli and American intelligence sources. I'm going to get a briefing in our intelligence committee tomorrow on this. That'll be a primary question, are the fingerprints of the Iranian Revolutionary Guard, the Quds Force, very much on this attack on Israel, but it makes complete sense. They want to surround and eliminate Israel from the map, and that's why they control Syria through their puppet, Bashar al-Assad. It's why they controlled Hamas in the Gaza Strip. And I believe this is connected directly to the progress that the United States and Israel have made with the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia on diplomatic relations and economic relations with Israel. I think this is a key point. This is not in Iran's interest to see Saudi Arabia build a strong rapport with Israel.
Well, sir, we thank you so much for your time today. We appreciate it. God bless.